That's nice, isn't it? Hey guys, it's Isla on Slide to the Left. Considering I haven't made a video for about 2 months, I thought before I start today's video, I should at least explain why I haven't made a video. So I'll be honest, for June, I didn't make one because I couldn't really be bothered. I had exams on like all the time and like end of term stuff, my birthday, I went to Glastonbury. It was quite a busy end of the month. And then from the 12th of July to the 4th of August, I have been out of the country and non-contactable. And that just so happens to be today's topic. Yay! So for 25 days I have been in Malawi on a school trip, doing lots of charity work and being a great person. It's for a charity called Open Arms and our school often fundraises for them, and they have a trip going out there every 2 years to go and help and show our school, and show some of the students at our school what the charity actually does. Open Arms is a charity in Malawi that works like an orphanage, but they don't like to call themselves an orphanage as they're constantly trying to get the children back into their own families or distant relatives that they have. So in that way it's nothing like an orphanage because they're not trying to keep them there, and if they can't find relatives or communities to put them in, they then have foster homes to take them to that basically treat them like their own. So it's all good. Considering there are lots of orphanages in that area of Africa, people take children out of their homes and put them in orphanages even though they have a perfect family already there, just so they can get Westerners in to help with the charity. Not good. So that's how you know that Open Arms is clearly very genuine, because they're always trying to get them back and they always successfully do it most of the time. So yeah, it's clearly not bad. Did I explain that okay? I don't know. So I've wanted to go on this trip for basically ever. So I'm going to tell you the stuff I did in this video and I hope you enjoy it. Sorry, I just had to change to natural lighting because my parents were banging on the window, so I wanted to shut the curtains and get rid of them. So we started off a whole trip in Blantyre and started at the first project at Open Arms. Did lots of painting murals and I painted a bathroom myself, which, you're not gonna lie, I was pretty proud of. I also managed to earn the nickname of Child Murderer right at the beginning of the trip, which kind of ruined my time. Basically, I accidentally kicked over a child to make them fall face first on the floor. Yeah. Just to say, the baby didn't cry, it just was there and a bit shocked, but it wasn't damaged or anything. But yeah, the people on the trip really couldn't just forget about that, so every time I held a child after that, everyone tried to tell me to put it down before I hurt it, which was great. We also got sung to loads because that's how they welcome you in Malawi, and jeez, their singing is so good. Sorry, but some of the people on that trip really are tone deaf, but literally everyone can sing there. I don't understand how. In Blantyre we also played a netball match against some of the children at Open Arms, which was interesting. I mean, you probably know by now that I just don't play sport, so let's just say I kind of tried to assign myself as team photographer, but they didn't really let me get away with that, and then I ended up having to play. Also, can I just say, netball rules in Malawi, there aren't really any. No contact? Pfft, no. Footwork? Pfft, no. Just get into the right position to shoot, that's fine. It's not against the rules. Why can't you just shove someone in the face? It's not like they're gonna get hurt. What? So yeah, that was my experience with Malawi netball. Not much better than English netball, to be honest. After Blantyre, we then moved on to Malanje, where, if you know Malawi, they have Mount Malanje, a mountain which is about 3,000 meters tall. our teachers thought it would be a great idea to climb the mountain. Yay! And so on the 18th of July 2016, I climbed up to the 2,700 point. And I kind of died. There was like team we are good at walking, which was like 60% of the group, and then team oh please kill me now, which I was in that group.
My head really hurts.
Feeling hot.
I'm running out of water.
It's very hard.
I might die on the way up.
And it's very warm. But we're
It's
doing
very
okay.
steep, but we're
nearly
doing
there.
good.
Yeah, it wasn't really pleasant, but I guess the views were quite good at the top. When we were at the top, we stayed for 2 nights on the mountain and just enjoyed the view. The time mostly consisted of us just hanging around in sleeping bags and drinking hot chocolate and eating noodles, which, you know, wasn't even that bad. At the top of the mountain, we also swam in the rock pools, which was absolutely freezing. Jeez. One fun fact I've got for you is our porter, called George, came 10th in the porter's race, where they have to run up the mountain, run around the top, and come down. And there were 216 people taking part. He came 10th in about 2.5 hours. Putting that into perspective, it took me 7 hours just to go up. And this is when I think I'm a bit of a worse. After the mountain, we then travelled to Lilongwe National Park, where we did safari for 2 days. It wasn't the biggest safari in the world like you would get in Kenya, but we did see a lot of hippos, warthogs, and most importantly, good old elephants. I don't know what it is about elephants, but they're just cool. They're just cool animals. They are actually currently trying to repopulate Malawi with lots of other animals like lions and zebras and stuff, but obviously there aren't really many at the moment, so we didn't really get to see them. Another fun fact for you, there are only 25 lions in Malawi. Overall, we went on boat and game drive safaris, so that was really fun. And one of the people on a trip was their birthday then, so that was very, very lucky. After this, we then went back to work and travelled to Mangochi, where we visited Open Arms 2 and stayed there for 4 days. We did a lot more physical labour this time, as we were helping to build a girls' hostel just attached to the school, so that the girls who have to rent houses nearer the school during term time don't get into like all sorts of trouble because they don't have enough money and stuff like that. So that was really rewarding. We only worked in the mornings because it got really, really hot, but it was very sweaty and I kind of felt useless because the guys that work there every day just, you know, getting at it, and I'm like doing one thing and then I'm like, ugh, I need a break. But yeah, we tried as hard as we could to help, and I guess anything that they can get is great, so yeah. Another thing to think about is the term fees there are only £20 a term, and they still can't get enough money to pay for that. And that really makes me think, considering my school fees are a lot more than that, and throughout the trip I had basically already spent 20 quid just on like snacks, so really puts things into perspective. Anyway, getting out of the deep area, which I kind of just went down, we also spent time in Open Arms with the kids, and that was really good too. We got to go to a lesson as such, which consists of them just eating food and playing with toys, but it's still a lesson. After this, we then travelled to Donway Island, which is a very small little island where we camped on the beach and just chilled in the sun for 2 days. Another fun fact, island that we were next to was one of the top 10 honeymoon destinations in the world or Africa. One of those, not sure, but it was clearly very popular. The sunsets there. And if anyone on the trip wanted a little romancing, that was definitely the place for it. People on the trip, you know who I'm talking about. There's also a lot of time to play lots of card games, and just chill and read your book, and that was great. I also really loved being woken up at 6:30 in the morning by someone just jumping into the lake while I was sleeping in my tent. That was really fun. After this, we went to our final destination of the trip, which was Nakota, where we stayed for another 4 nights, and we helped out in the school that they are currently building, and we did lots of things like plastering and painting the walls and oil washing and stuff, and that was good. I'll be honest, this part of the trip was where I was most sick, so I did a lot less work here than I did in the other places, but I still think I got, you know, a sense of the area. It was a very nice place. Me, Thea and Lottie also performed our cup song there, and we did that about 3 other places as well because we didn't have any other songs to perform. I was going to post it on this channel, but now I've sung it about 10 times. Kinda sick of it, not gonna lie. Today I swear I'm not doing anything. Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck. Some nights I call it a draw. Oh, hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio? She gave me money when I'm in need, and we'll never be royals. Since we're running out of bed, they kind of love just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Street lights, people, sweet company, and I'm leaving tomorrow. What you say? I just want to also say at this point, while I remember this. I think there's 2 here. Mozzie bites. Got them in the Dakota. Still on my face. Really annoying. We also attended a church service in Dakota, which was genuinely the weirdest freaking thing I've ever gone to. The man is like screaming in our faces saying, "You must forgive! Forgiveness! Ah, forgiveness!" And he's also coming out with these weird metaphors and reasons that you should love God. I didn't really understand half of them. He'd shout things like, "You know when you're in the corner of the room and you just can't turn because you're stuck in the corner, this is the kind of trapped that I mean." Sorry? So after that hour-long service, I was pretty tired because it took a lot of emotional effort to stay sane in that whole thing. So that was pretty much all of our trip. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you have had a great time of your summer so far too, and I definitely have. I'll see you soon with another video, maybe singing, I think. To all you new people that are stalking me, I hope you liked my channel and don't think I'm a complete idiot, because kind of am. Let's be honest. My song of the week is Skater Boy, because people wouldn't stop singing that song on the trip, and it's in my head. And the emoji of the week is this, because I've been in Malawi and that's the Malawian flag. Hopefully see you soon, and have a great day and week and month, and bye.